Hey y'all, it's Pat Buchanan. I've been talking in a series of videos about how you can reduce the risk of injury to your knees and reduce the wear and tear over the lifetime of your knees. And you can apply these insights, these tips, these strategies at all stages of life, whether you're just an up and coming athlete or you've had your official playing career is done and you're heading on into the later stages of life, or you've never been that competitive of an athlete, but you still want to maintain the health of your knees as long as you can. All right, so I've been focusing on lining up your knees over your toes, keeping your knee on the plane of the leg. So just a quick review. Knees lined up with your hip joint centers down to the tips of your shoes or your second toe if you're not wearing shoes. So it looks like this when you're bending, when you're stepping. If your foot's pointing out, your knees going the same direction. If your foot's turned in, your knees over the toes going in the same direction. Right? Some people have a little difficult time understanding, well, what can I do to keep my knee lined up over my toes and in the plane of the leg? And I've shown you in earlier videos. You can go to my page and find those videos about how you can do that from the hips or from the feet or a combination of the two. Now let's clarify a little more. So in sitting, if I think about bringing my knees together, okay, I could do it just from my hips. And when I do it just from my hips and my knees go out, notice how that still means the weight goes to the outside of my feet. And when I roll my hips in, the knees come in, the weight goes to the inside of my feet. Now, what if I want to do the movement from my feet up? That gets a little trickier. Now, I've done this a few times over a few years. So for me, it's pretty clear how to do the movement just from my feet. And you see, when I do that, I don't have much movement happening in my knees. My knees stay relatively still as I roll my feet to the inside, to the outside, inside and outside, as opposed to just doing it from my hips. So some people, when I ask them to do this movement with the knees still, and they try to do it just from their feet, they struggle because they really want to do it with the hips. But knowing how to do these from both ends, from the floor up to the hips, from the feet up to the hips, hips down the feet, is really important. So I invite you to practice that to help you keep your knees lined up over your toes. More to come.